up, if your conversions aren't perfectly slick, you're going to get opened up, and you're such a light character, you just can't deal with it.
Yeah, no, Fox is so technical, and it doesn't surprise me that he's going to Wolf. I mean, why do Nair up smash when you can just do up smash? You know, that's one button less, and that's very important.
He also can just nair, which is something that he's been doing a lot more
Yep,
of
there
now.
it is.
Speak of the devil. Yeah, exactly.
Speed the Devil, he shall appear. That Nair is pretty powerful, has that lasting hitbox, and it does a little bit of damage too. Especially, it's also a good edge guarding tool if you know how to use it. So it's just a jack of all trades, master of all, really, in that situation.
Every time that I see a wolf just like double short hop and neutral air at stage, I'm like, I hate the fact that that's optimal. It's like, yeah, it beats out standard get up, it beats out get up attack, and it beats up roll, but I hate the fact that it does.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta respect the moves are a little bit too good. I mean, hey, speaking of good moves, Rob's got a lot of them right now, so Ziggy's gonna have to tear through quite a few good moves if he wants to get the W on this.
It feels like Rob is one of those characters that just has a good matchup against all of the space animals because of how bad the recoveries are matching up against Rob's side B. Like, even on Wolf, if you try to recover low, MJ can just fall off stage, facing the blast zone, and rotor arm. But you're not going to get that chance with the Super Saiyan magical percent. ZD takes that stock with that clean conversion.
Yeah, that back air is nice, and as you were saying, actually Wolf on the other hand doesn't even face the blast, and when he back airs you all the way to Kingdom Come because that back air sends you so far. It kills really early.
Yeah, back air for Wolf, it's kind of like completely changed. Back in Brawl, when Wolf, like the last game Wolf was in, back air was this really quick move that was safe on shield. Now it's not quite safe on shield. It's not quite as quick, but it's so much stronger.
Oh, gets the snipe on ZD. ZD trying to be sneaky and go low, but that laser managed to snuff out his stock. I mean, that's something you really have to keep in mind because Wolf does have a kind of set of linear recoveries, so if MJ can continue to exploit that, ZD could be in for a world of hurt.
Gets that forward air, and then the forward throw, but the Wolf flash breaking ZD out of that potentially rough spot and stealing his stock. It looked like MJ was about to get up ahead of Steam. ZD just says, nah, dog, you gotta watch your spacing. Takes that stock away from him.
Yep, and now he's going to sit back, kind of dance back and forth, make sure MJ doesn't get too big a lead or finds a great opening as he just shoots a little bit of lasers here and there. Reflector is also a very important part of ZD's kit. I mean, he can throw those lasers and gyros back to MJ if he's not prepared to deal with them. But at the same time, another dash attack.
I feel like with the Shine, you can react to medium charge laser, but MJ's a little bit quick with that. I think that like uncharged laser is the way to go. If you just can break up any kind of attempt to just space with that one move, because you can also use that to call out gun from Wolf.
We're going to talk about how ZD tried to read that roll in. Unfortunately, the MJ not falling for that and actually responding with an up smash, taking that stock and evening up the board.
Huge layer to up air though, and every time MJ gets one of these strings at low percents, he typically takes it for all it's worth. But ZD again, a little bit too slippery for him. Breaks out and got MJ in the corner. Gyro kind of bailing out Rob though.
And just you see these kind of jumping back over MJ with those nairs, puncturing his shield, but nothing crazy yet. Nice DI avoiding that kind of the wrong situation with that up air. MJ throws out an up smash, doesn't work for him. ZD responds in kind, but it is not enough.
MJ trying to get something going here. We're at that stray hit percent where both characters no longer have kill confirms to work off of. MJ's got it a little bit better because Gyro basically works for all percents. It has like something like set knockback at low percents. But yeah, there we go. Shine taking that away though, and MJ's now having the trouble. Gyro tries to run up with it with a down tilt. Not going to quite work. Gets the berry, and then the up smash. Testing ZD. ZD does not have the mash he needs, and MJ will take that game because of it.
Yeah, that one single vibe check is all it really takes for MJ to kind of run away with it after ZD had him one hit away from death. But this robot learned a new trick.
It feels like what you always want to do to start off every match is get one berry and then immediately just swing for an up smash and be like, okay, do they have a good enough mash? Are they on point with it? Right there, ZD was not, and so MJ going to take that one free. As we see ZD, nothing but cold steel in his eyes as he just sizes up his opponents.
Yeah, ZD is very calm and collected, I will say that. He's very kind of quiet and stoic when you see him in person, and of course this is no different here in the venue.
All right, so back to it here. I'm still blown away. Remzi is still in the room.
He's still just vibing, man. Like, he's just big chilling.
He's been here the whole tournament.
Yeah, he's not even spectating because he's not in the spectator stand or in line. Like, he's just kind of waiting. I respect a man who is just ready to play it at a moment's notice.
Ready and waiting right now. All right, so getting into it, final destination is the pick. This has been a stage that ZD favors for quite some time now. It just gives him a lot more space to play defensively, and you don't have to worry about getting like platform reset combos that Rob can do. You don't have to worry about Rob's up smash covering an entire platform. Instead, it just becomes when Rob is in disadvantage, he has a heck of a time landing, and this is a spot where you can exploit it to its full.
Yeah, you can see, you already saw him kind of string some arrows together. I will say at the same time that MJ has gone on record to say that, you know, FD is a comfort pick for him. So if ZD's not careful, I mean, this homeward bound MJ actually might find some good traction, but he snuffs it out.
Did that convert? That looked true. The weak hit neutral air to down smash?
If it did, I'm quitting this game because that is absolutely insane. That down smash killing sub 100 in crazy knowledge for ZD to actually be aware that that would connect.
Like, that's a Fox combo. No way Wolf got that too. That's bonkers.
All right, but hey, man, even as he says that, MJ's trying to fight back as best as he can. 84% on the second stock. ZD kind of running low to avoid the gyro, uses that nair to avoid the up smash, and he is just keeping MJ on lock right now as he takes that second stock.
I mean, this might be your comfort pick, but ZD making it look like it's his home.
Yeah, this is very nice. I will say that. I mean, ZD just is running away with it as MJ just does not know how to handle this Wolf menace.
Missed the jab block here, but ZD collecting himself again at 126, already starting to rack up extra credit here. Great spot dodge, recognizing MJ going for that tomahawk empty full hop right there and trying to get the grab. ZD just rearing back, gets the neutral air. No, doesn't connect, and now he's in an awkward spot right here. Down to angle laser, but MJ wasn't far enough forward.
Oh my goodness, that immaculate DI from ZD surviving the up air at this high percentage. Nair's keeping him alive, throwing out that reflector just in case anything stray hits him, and he's just waiting at ledge, desperate to avoid anything that MJ throws at him, and avoiding that down smash.
I mean, we were talking about immaculate DI for ZD, but right there, MJ sleep at the wheel a little bit. That DI was very suspect and dang near cost him the stock. ZD immediately just going empty short hop down first. Man, is fierce.
Yeah, he wants to get that 3 stock, but fortunately MJ puts himself on the map, but at the same time, this might be too high of a mountain for this little robot to climb. I mean, he doesn't even have feet, so makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen MJ get like neutral air into, yeah, exactly, into this, and a couple down tilts and side B. I was gonna say, and he dang near pulled it out right there.
That is
This
so
is a regrab.
scary. Yeah, MJ managed to go above and beyond. Just go to the ledge because he knows that is a regrab, and that is scary. No tech into dash attack, and you are dead, my friend, as ZD managed to put himself back on the map, looking comfortable, making it a 1-1 scenario for these guys.
Every single time that ZD just randomly dominates like that, I'm just like, someone check that man's drink. He's got the sauce. I want to know what it is. He just feels like a player that can turn it on at any moment, and when he does, it just feels so impossible to challenge him.
Yeah, someone who has played him before. I mean, there are sometimes, I mean, there's MJ, as we can see, looking, just kind of thinking to himself with that expression, you know, how is he going to really go forward? Because he got kind of sauced in that game. I mean, he was not prepared for it. I don't think any of us were. Look at MJ's face.
I just can't. It's too perfect. The robot out here with the Wii U gamepad. This is the only time where we're seeing Smash 4 game trying to play with the GameCube controller.
Yeah, and as I was saying, I mean, ZD, I've played him a few times, and there are some times where it's like, this is even, I could do this. And then there's a point where he just turns on the jets, and then you're like, oh, I can't win this. It was foolish of me to even think that I could win this in the first place, because this man is absolutely on fire.
All right, we'll have to see if game 3 here on Kalos, perhaps, I think one of, if not the best stage for Rob, purely because of how defensively you can play it. You don't think that you're going to get out-camped in the matchup. Kalos can be so good, particularly because you can fire your gyro and always catch it. So if you're willing to play defensive, or if you're backed into the corner, jump off stage, toss up that gyro, and then you can jump up from stage and hit one of those platforms, which strengthens Rob's weakest aspect of his gameplay, which is his like ledge options.
This is definitely an interesting stage pick for sure, as we can see. I mean, right now, they're duking it out, and CJ is going for the Wolf Flash. I love how this man will sometimes just go for it if he sees that percentage. You really got to respect it.
Yeah, every now and then, you just need just the right amount of crazy, just the right amount of being wild.
Yeah, so sometimes you just got to lose it. Sometimes you do have to go crazy, and if there's one man that can pull it off, it is ZD, as we can see here. But hey, Andre's saying, all right, settle down, take your meds, eat this back air.
Now it's his turn, MJ's turn, to go ahead and clean up a stock very early right there. That back air below 90 was ZD when he got hit.
Yeah, that was such a powerful move. I mean, of course, MJ had some rage on board. He kind of, okay, he jumps off, and I like MJ, how MJ's been trying to go high and avoid the regrabs, but at the same time, ZD adapts. He catches him slipping, and those kicks with that up tilt will seal the deal.
Yeah, Rob's neutral area is deceptively bad on startup. Like, a lot of people get hit with a flame burst at the end, but if you can get underneath it and hit it when it starts up, any kind of a disjoint will do. And then we got the spinning arm conversion right there. Rotor arms coming in clutch.
Oh my
but
God!
MJ goes aggressive off stage and gets spiked. Do not challenge Wolf Flash if you do not have a hitbox ready.
That was an amazing combo that MJ managed to pull out, but ZD's immaculate DI combined with the fact that MJ was caught a little bit slipping there at the end means that he just got Wolf Flash reverse edge guarded all the way to the Shadow Realm.
There wasn't really a hitbox that MJ could throw out to challenge that too. That's really the problem with Rob, is that like his up B just does not have a hitbox and he doesn't have any aerials to bring him up. So if you're going to go ahead and put yourself in that bad spot, you're going to have to deal with Wolf Flash.
Yeah, MJ was not prepared in the slightest. I mean, most people would not be, but ZD, of course, getting battered by that back-to-back up air situation, evening up the stock count, but still pretty decent percent lead for him.
I actually really like what ZD tried to do there. He tried to break out of the combo with a Shine, and Shine actually has intangibility. I think it's frame 5 and 6. So he can very well get out of that and get a hitbox on MJ if he gets his timing appropriately. The problem is I don't think that you could be frame perfect on Wi-Fi with Shine.
Yeah, frame perfect and Wi-Fi are two words that don't really go together. I mean, at the same time, it's still looking pretty precarious for MJ. ZD being so careful not to get swept up by anything he can't handle, just sitting back, throwing some lasers, dancing around MJ, and pressuring him so that he makes a mistake.
So around this percent, I believe, is when gyro toss into forward air or gyro toss into air into side B does still connect. Like, we are in the danger zone here, though you might not realize it.
Yeah, you can see that MJ's now pressuring stuff like that forward smash, trying to keep him on edge, and ZD is not having it. He is not buying it in the slightest.
ZD just trying to get the one hit that he needs. This is stray hit territory for Wolf. Just has to have something to connect. MJ being very patient, just approaching him with rolls and projectiles, not really trying to challenge any of ZD's jump-ins. Gets the back air. ZD's off stage now. Rough spot, but air dodges through the laser.
MJ trying to read that jump from ledge, not having it is with a normal getup. ZD is back safely, really close to 100%. This is pretty scary. Gets kind of hit by that back air there, gets hit by the gyro, but that double jump being saved thankfully keeps him alive as MJ doesn't find it. But the up smash out of center stage is what takes it, and MJ is now up 2-1 in the set.
I want to give a shout out to Jerry in chat. He just said, how is MJ going to steal this? And the second I saw that, I'm like, oh, wait, MJ's at high percent, ZD's at mid percent. Yeah, this is comeback time. MJ's clutch factor unrivaled at the grind.
Oh, earlier in the set, he also said MJ about to steal this game, and he did in game 1. So I don't know how MJ does it every time, but it's the Wi-Fi man himself that just manages to kind of run away with it no matter what.
It really feels like what happens is that MJ benefits when the opposing character has to break neutral to kill him. Because when they have to break neutral, when they start to press, that's when MJ clamps down. His defensive gameplay becomes second to none. He just waits the opponent out, and once they make that mistake, MJ is always ready.
Yeah, you pointed out yourself. I mean, he was just kind of backing up, playing safe, and just only using projectiles to kind of eat at ZD and wear down his patience and wear down his ability to kind of approach. And then when ZD got caught near the edge and got kind of in an unsafe situation, that's when MJ capitalized, got that crazy up smash, and he won despite being one hit away from death.
It seemed like the spacing is really important. So I don't know if, are you familiar with, I think HBox talked about this a while, bubble theory? It's a melee thing, but I think it's so good for Smash Ultimate too. It's this idea that you want to picture a character with a bubble around them for the space that they can threaten with their moves. MJ really knew exactly what ZD could do to challenge him and what space he could control with his aerials. Every single time that ZD was in a spot where back air would work, just already MJ was clamping down and had shield ready. Anytime when ZD was going to double jump away, MJ had a back air ready. He understood what space ZD was trying to seize and would not put himself in a vulnerable position.
Yeah, MJ just kind of knows Wi-Fi like the back of his hand. I mean, he even does well. I mean, he's been PR'd in the state before. I'm not sure if he's currently PR'd, but the man is a threat for sure here and abroad in any tournament you find him in. But right now, ZD has taken him back to FD and already has 60% on his stock, ever increasing.
This counter pick just seems to be working so well for ZD. I am surprised that he's able to just beat MJ on a stage that, yeah, MJ said that he prefers, and we've seen MJ succeed on it. But it just feels like he's exploiting Rob's weaknesses. He's saying, if you want to jump in on me, I'm going to anti-air you. There are no platforms to reset your combos, and it's much more vulnerable when you try to get to ledge.
Yeah, I mean, MJ might like it, but ZD might like it a little bit more. As you can see, kind of just slapping MJ around. He's now at ledge, kind of gets behind him, gets that back throw. He's not going to die just yet. Rob deceptively on that, a little bit on the chunkier side with that weight factor. And now that he has a high rage, ZD has to be careful, as we saw earlier, because one crazy hit will actually kill ZD if he's not prepared.
ZD actually had the read on that roll, too. He chased it down and just tried to get the up smash. It was a little bit too... Up tilt to finish it off, though. 153. MJ continuing his streak of living late. Let's see if he continues his streak of killing early, though.
Yeah, that is so important. As we see now, just ZD racking up percentages with these non-stop combos. 61% already on the board within the span of a few seconds. Gets that forward back air conversion, almost kills, but the immaculate DI from MJ keeps him alive, just barely.
And then immediately air dodges off stage, having to dodge that down smash by ZD, trying to answer back with an up smash of his own, but now MJ trapped in shield. How does he get out? Gets neutral aired instead. These regrabs, man, it's so risky against ZD, but great gyro placement. ZD can't really stand at edge.
Yeah, you saw that ZD just kind of dropped down with it with Reflector on board to kind of cause some trouble. MJ, though, still kind of finding himself in the center stage as he's kind of dancing around ZD, rolling back and forth, trying not to get caught by anything too crazy. ZD's down throw to kind of send MJ back to ledge. 142%. Now, this is going to be a regrab if MJ doesn't land carefully.
Just phenomenal spacing of that neutral air, and then takes him down to City across the stage, but ZD not budging when MJ backs up and tries to get the kill, and instead gets a kill of his own right there.
Yeah, that was scary, but not enough. Hey, there's Spike, though, finally putting himself on the board, but a full stock behind for MJ right now. I mean, he's going to need to put in a lot of work if he wants to make this a 3-1 set in his favor.
Always good to see the Spike basically beating out any kind of a button attempt at edge, but yeah, it's like you said, this is a big hill to climb. We're going to have to see if MJ is going to be able to claw his way back, or if Wolf's Claws will spell the end of this man's bracket run here. This is loser semis. These are two folks we typically see in grands.
Yeah, these are two kids. Yeah, as you said, I mean, these are people that are usually on top of the board. MJ, of course, being there last week, and ZD, the king of offline. But right now, MJ's trying to prove that offline and online are a little bit on the different side as he tries to snuff out as many stocks as he can.
ZD playing a bit more defensively now. Double down tilt, not quite going to work into anything, and then gets the down smash on the tech read. ZD, clean two-stock there, showing that Final D is his counter pick for a reason. Draws that to a game 5.
Yeah, you did, MJ, sorry to say. But at the same time, this is so important because MJ gets the final counter pick in this set.
I'm really hoping he doesn't get in his own head and say, like, yo, I think
I mean, MJ, it's possible he gets the immediate run back, but we saw him do well on other stages. And I mean, he has a lot of them on board, so it's really up to him how comfortable he's feeling. He's going for the switch.
Perhaps it's going to be Kalos again if that's available, or maybe Town if it's not. I wouldn't be surprised to see Town sneak in while Kalos gets banned. I'm trying to think of what ZD's bans are. He's probably banning Lilat against this character just because down air covers so much of ledge. It makes it so hard to get back.
Yeah,
and also just it's a stage that ZD has not liked whatsoever.
Yeah, I know a lot of the top MDVA brass are not that crazy about Lilat, so it wouldn't surprise me if he banned there. And so both of them had to change stage, so we're going to see what we kind of get. We going back to somewhere like Kalos, or are we going somewhere a little bit more exotic?
Down? Or, yeah.
DS2.
DS2. All right, bringing it back to a neutral stage here for game 5. That should do it very cleanly, as both these players have shown that when they have the lead, when they have the advantage, they have the capability of seizing control. Let's see who takes it right now in game 5.
Yeah, already out the gate, a little bit of percentages on each other. ZD kind of sitting back, throwing those lasers, happy to rack up a little bit of extra percentage as MJ is not fully prepared for it. Gets kind of caught out with those aerials as they're just kind of grabbing each other back and forth. Turn into a real slobber knocker right out the gate. And oh my goodness, that back air is all you need if you're ZD.
Forward air, back air conversions at ledge. MJ, that he had the tech option that kept him in place, and ZD was just short hopping, saying, please stand up.
I mean, hey man, if it works right now. As MJ is almost getting lapped in percentages, as this is a very, very precarious game. I mean, he has to work so hard now to kind of get back a lead on what is supposed to be his counter pick.
Neutral air and then back off appears to be MJ's answer. He's trying to play as safe as possible right here, but he's just not getting too much out of it. And I feel like every laser that connects is just another drop of blood shed, and he has so little to give here. Already in an awkward spot. We'll have to see if he can actually get one of those early rob conversions right now. ZD at edge. Forward throw him off. Not going to fall for the low gyro shot. ZD gets back and seizes control of neutral air. MJ gets the up tilt. Can't get the up air though.
Yeah, he tried to find something there. I mean, I'm not sure if it would kill him, but a second back here from ZD takes his second stock in this game 5. I mean, he is finding him perfectly. The bull's eye with those footsies.
All right, it's over. MJ says he can't seal MJ stealing this game. This man already called it twice. I'm going to have to go with the man's experience over my own. I could definitely see MJ doing it just because he's done it so many times in the past. But yeah, it feels like when ZD's playing this patient, when he's giving you so little committal options to actually challenge and beat, it's so difficult to actually bring it back.
Yeah, when he's on fire, as we said, he's on fire. Saves that double jump, tries to get back with that wolf flash, gets spiked by the down air. I mean, MJ needs a miracle stock if he wants to find himself anywhere close to come backable at this rate. I mean, he's working for it right now, keeping ZD juggled. Not only 42%, back in center stage, back in the back and forth area of MJ just backing up, throwing projectiles and trying to kind of wall ZD out.
This is when MJ's at his scariest. It feels like once he gets like 2 or 3 down tilts, once he starts getting up theme, he just like goes off. And right now he's got all the momentum right now, up tilt, and then he just calls out ZD's shield. But great delay on the mash right there.
Yeah, the no mash mix-up keeping ZD alive just for a little bit longer. I mean, every percentage right now is going to be important. Nice shield getting around that Rob up smash. A 92% now on MJ as he tries to land. I mean, this might be curtains unless MJ can get the stock.
He's just shooting those upward angled lasers, just saying, I think ZD's going to jump in. The problem is ZD isn't going in at all. He's comfortable to play from corner.
Yeah, we can see ZD trying to end it with style with that wolf flash, not finding it, and just getting rocketed all the way up with that Rob up air. Now it is 1 stock apiece, and MJ's got some rage on him, but he's got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen before, so I'm not going to call him out, but this is going to be a heck of a comeback if he makes it. He's out of fuel. He gets forward tilted. That should be it.
Yeah, and that is it. The forward tilt managed to send him all the way to the blast zone as MJ has run out of resources, fuel, time, and energy to compete with the man that is ZD.
I really think that he didn't account for the fact that he expended a lot of his fuel when he went high at the start of ZD's stock. He went high to wait out ZD's invulnerability, and then immediately ZD forced him to corner. He tried to do a regrab, and that proved to be all she wrote.